بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all of you wherever you are. I welcome you again with the explanation of Surah An-Naba. And Surah An-Naba is the first surah in the last chapter of the Quran, which is the 30th chapter. And that surah on that are 37 surahs. All of it in Mecca, except Al-Bayyinah and Al-Nasr. All is very short, with a difference in that shortness. This ayat of the surah is 40 ayahs. It is the 78 in the order of the Mus'haf and 83 in the Descendant. It has names that the scholars, they say it has 5 names. An-Naba, Amma, and Amma Yatasal, Al-Mu'sirat. And also At-Tasal, because it's about questioning. The first thing, and it is the one of the and it's one of those special that Allah Azza wa Jal has given to the Prophet ﷺ. It is from the surah that made the Prophet ﷺ get grey hair. As he says, Abu Bakr told the Prophet ﷺ, "O Prophet of Allah, you have grey hair." He said, Hud and Al-Waqi'ah, Al-Mursalat, and Amma Yatasaalun, and إذا الشمس كورت. And that's in the hadith in the Tirmidhi. Meaning that he started to see the grey hair before its time because of the stress that he alayhi salatu wasalam, and the concern. There was a limited number of the grey hair in his face, maybe 20 hair. So these surah is the reason, as Abu Bakr said, and he mentioned, he noticed in the grey hair that the Prophet ﷺ had. And it was like that because it has a lot of the news about what happens in the hereafter, and the amazing things, and the calamity, the tribunals, and what's the situation of those who are punished. And with the order to stay in the straight path, Allah said, and stay as you are ordered, as if that grey hair was referred to the fear of the Prophet ﷺ on his followers, as mercy on them. The surah starts with Allah Azza wa Jal asking, what are they asking? It is Amma, meaning the what are they asking about? What are they questioning each other about? What are they asking each other about? So Allah Azza wa Jal is denying the disbelievers. They're questioning about the day of judgment, denying that it's happening. What are they asking from the matter of the hereafter? And it was clear that they are asking about the great news that they are disputed about. That great news, that great amazing thing that is fearful. And it was, is it the Quran? Is it the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or the resurrection after death? And all of these are possible. The scholars have discussed it, and those who said that it was meant the Quran, with Allah Azza wa Jal say it is a great news that you are unaware that you are rejecting. And those who said that it is the resurrection, Allah saying that the day of separation, it was timed. And then what came after that, from proofs of all the resurrection. And then he followed after that about the day of separation. The surah talked about the proofs of resurrection, about the creation of heavens and earth, and about uh, bringing earth to life with cultivation, and to resurrect the dead in this life. And all of this, you could find it in this. The creation of heavens and earth. Allah said, didn't we make the earth easy and the mountains as tight? And then Allah mentioned the heavens. And these are all ayat that shows Allah's power and in His creations. The creations of heavens and earth is greater than the creation of humans. Allah is bringing the earth with cultivation and plantation. Is there? Allah said that we're going to bring from the squeezable clouds heavy water that Allah will resurrect. And Allah mentioned also in so many other areas in the Quran is the one who created it, who can create the dead. And then Allah said that we have created you different. Allah knows of all His creations. The creation of people in this life with sleep. So you stop the movement. So the sleep is the small death. Allah called it death in His book. Allah said He is the one who takes the souls after death, and the one that did not die in his sleep. And He is the one that take your soul in night, and He knows what you did in the daytime, like what you have slept during the night. And you find this so many different areas in the Quran. And also what makes it the resurrection after death, that people, they denied the resurrection from denial of the sending of the Prophet. So, some who said that this Quran is amazing and it's not magic or poetry, and the truthfulness of the Prophet ﷺ and his trustworthy. But they are the worst to deny the resurrection after death. Allah said they were amazed that they have a warner from them, and the disbeliever said, this is a lying magician. He made the gods one. This is something amazing. And he says also in Surah Qaf the same thing. When they say it's amazing, if we die, we become dust. Are we going to come back again? That does not make sense to them. Allah said, yes, they will know, and yes, they will know. It is a warning from Allah Azza wa Jal and a promise of His punishment. And Allah has told us in His book that denial the resurrection after death is disbelief in Allah. And if you are amazed, it is amazing, they're saying. If we are dust, we're going to be created again. These are who disbelieve in their Lord, and these are the ones that are going to have the chains on their necks, and they are going to be the people of the hellfire. They can in it eternally. And in Surah Kahf, when Allah talked about the two people, He said, I don't think that the hour is coming, and if I came back to my Lord, I would not find something better than this. And the belief told, did you disbelieve on the one who created you from dust and then from semen and then made you a man? And also in Surah Isra, we're going to gather them on their judgment, on their faces, and they are blind, deaf, and they can't speak. That's their punishment, because they disbelieved in the order of Allah, in the signs of Allah. They say we're going to be new creations. And they said, if we are stray in this earth, are we going to come back to something good? That disbelief in Allah. And then Allah said, don't we make the earth a place that is settled, that is straight, that just like it is a bed. just like the baby crib. Allah has shown us His amazing creations, that He gives you so many amazing things that shows His power on whatever He wish, from the resurrection matters and others. And the mountains, He has made these just like the sticks that He puts in the earth to settle it down, so it does not move, so it does not shake on those that's in it, so it does not keep moving. And that's something you put so you will not to support. And whenever you put those sticks, you put 2/3 of it in the earth, and 1/3 is above the earth, and that's how the mountains are. So that will settle the earth, so it does not keep moving. And then Allah said, we have created you in couples, male and female. Each one will enjoy the other, so you could have the production. And from His time that He created from within yourselves couples that you live into it, and made harmony and love. And these are signs for those who contemplate. And we have made your sleep. Uh, Sleep, I mean, when you come to a complete calmness. Because Sabt is called Sabt because it is time of uh, resting. And as if when you sleep, you are like death, and the soul still in the bodies. So the limbs get rested from a lot of movement the whole day. So when the night comes in, everything's settled. So it will rest. So that's where the rest of the soul and the body together. There's a known scholar, Al-Haqqad, and he says some poetry. And then Allah said, we have made the night as a garment that you wear, just like the garment covers you, the night will covers you. It will hit people, so there's even ways it settles. And the darkness, it covers everything. And then Allah said, it is the night that covers it. And the day is light, uh, that's shining, so they could do their uh, earnings and their movement. So Allah Azza wa Jal made the day light, so people could have their sustenance, and they could do whatever they need for their own lives. And it is the time that the service of Allah use it to uh, earn their income. And then Allah said that He had created 7 heavens. It's so perfect in the way it was created, and it's and then Allah said it is preserved from every shaitan that is trying to steal the news, and it is preserved unprotected. Then Allah said, we have made the sun that is continuously light, and its light comes to all people. Allah said He is the one who made the sun light, and the so is the moon, so you know the number of years and the counting. Allah created this truthfully, and Allah is detailing things to you. And then He have taken from the things that you squeeze. It, it is the Shaykh said, it is the they will say that it's the wind because it takes the rain from the clouds. And Ibn Abbas said that what is meant is the clouds that is having the rain and did not rain yet. Like you say, a woman that is Masr, meaning that she did not have her period, but what it means, Allahu Alam, that it is the clouds. So Allah puts in the heavens everywhere He wants, and you will see the lightning comes between it, and there's water that descend on mountains, and it will continuously comes down, pours down. In the hadith of Hamra bint Jahsh, she said, I used to have the period, and it's a lot. Not all the time for people, but she gives it all the time. So she went to the Prophet ﷺ to ask her for his fatwa and to tell him. So she found him in her sister Zainab bint Jahsh. So she said, oh, I'm a woman. I get my period a long time. So what do you say? You know, it's stop me in the prayers and the fasting. He said, get some cotton. It will take the blood. She said, it's more than that. He said, take a cloth. He said, more. It comes out a lot. In the hadith, the best hajj, al-hajj al-thajj, to slaughter the animals. So Allah will bring out of that rain, that water, that abundance of rain that is good, a lot of cultivation, some grains that is put for humans and animals, and all kind of vegetations. The grains, that it is what people use, and the vegetation that the animals eat. And some animals that eat green, like and some they take some green, like the Sheikh has given just some examples. And we have sent you with our mercy, so we could bring out of that water grains that you could use, like and then we'll get a lot of gardens that its vegetation is too close to each other. So these are gardens from different fruits and different colors and smells that are different, and all of that in one area, and it is have one source of water. And there's places that are close, and gardens of grapes and barley, and it is seems, and there is science for those who contemplate. And then Allah said, it was timed, it will not decrease, and Allah will keep it to its time. No one knows its time except Allah. But no one knows. It is very heavy in the heavens and earth, and it will not come to you except all of a sudden. You will come in groups and groups. Without one of you can stay back to the place where Allah has prepared. So you come in groups. Allah call each group with their leader, and before that Allah descends this book to them. So they will grow just like the and everything vanish except the only part right there where the tail is, and the heavens are opened, and it became ways to angels to come down, and that is one of the tearing of the heavens at the day of judgment, because Allah said if the heavens is torn and became just like the gas, and when the heavens is and then the angels will come down. Indeed, the true ownership is to the merciful. And there's so many ayat that talks about that. And then Allah talk how the mountains will be going and it will become like a mirage. And you look at the mountains and you think it's settled and it will pass just like the clouds. It is the creation of Allah. If you look at it, it looks like it's something, but it's not. After that, it will go completely and there is no result for it. And like Allah said, they ask about the mountains, any place that is high. As Allah said, when we make the mountains walk and you see the earth exposed and we have gathered them, we do not leave any of them behind. And they are exposed to your Lord as one row. And Allah will say, you came to us just like we created the first time, but you claimed, I will not make to you a date. So, dear brother, we'll stop here today. Inshallah, we'll continue tomorrow بإذن الله تعالى. إن شاء الله we'll meet tomorrow. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.